This is Michael Delsignore. I want to talk about what happens if you're arrested for OUI by the Sturbridge Police Department. Often people arrested for OUI in Sturbridge are arrested by the state police. Case goes to Dudley District Court. Just last week I had a client that had a case out of Dudley. They were arrested by the Sturbridge Police Department. So in that area where the Dudley Court goes to, there are a lot of highways where the jurisdiction is the Dudley District Court. So what happens, you're brought to court, you're arraigned, you enter a not guilty plea, and you'll get another date for a pretrial. If the case stays in Dudley, it'll be a bench trial. If you want a jury trial, the case gets transferred to East Brookfield. So some of the things that police look for in determining whether you're under the influence is they're going to say on the field sobriety test that you had difficulty with balance, difficulty with coordination. And there's a lot of things they're looking for. Some people can't do these tests no matter what. In other words, you might have a bad knee or a bad back. We can get your medical records and use those as evidence, and you don't even have to testify. There's a law in Massachusetts. It's called Massachusetts General Laws 23379G. It lets us put your medical records into evidence without you testifying or without the doctor showing up for court. It's basically a convenience of the medical profession. But it's very valuable because then a judge has something that says, well, maybe it was their knee, maybe it was their back that prevented them from walking a straight line or prevented them from doing the turn correctly. So it gives us something independent of alcohol where we can say, Judge, you really can't be sure. Might have been alcohol, might have been the knee, could have been he's just nervous and unfamiliar with the exercises. So that's some of the ways we attack the field test. In the driving, we're trying to show that your driving was normal, not indicative of someone under the influence of alcohol. We have some charts here we use sometimes. Probably wouldn't use it in Dudley if it's a bench trial. But if it's a jury trial, we have a chart on the 9-step. This is the 8 clues they're looking for on the 9-step walk and turn. These here are charts about the burden of proof. Sometimes we'll use those in court as well. And this is a sort of a particular chart for a case where there's certain tasks that officers are looking for. So on the 9-step walk and turn, there's sort of tests. Those are tests. They're going to say you had difficulty, balance, coordination. But there's other things that they're looking for that if you do correctly, provide your license and registration, get out of the car, those are signs the officers could see to show impairment, and they don't. They're not tests. So we like to contrast the test versus all these other activities that don't show impairment, and that the officers are taught and trained to look for in their police manual. So if you're arrested by the Sturbridge Police, feel free to contact me. I handle cases out of Dudley all the time. Be happy to help you, answer your questions. You can call the office number, 508-455-4755. You can also call my cell, 781-686-5924. And you can also text at that number. Have a great day, and be glad to help you on your case.